From soccer to basketball, swimming to baseball, today's schools and communities offer a multitude of activities for children as young as kindergarten. But competitive sports also bring more injuries, which range from head to toe. Meet the Garispy family from Dinuba who shouldered a few injuries during competitions. Here's why the Garispys chose orthopedic surgeon Peter Simonian to help them get back into the swim of things.
Over the years, Roxanne and Mitchell Garispy's family have been competitive swimmers. While Roxanne and Mitchell no longer compete, daughter Ashley and son Michael have won their share of awards. Go. All that swimming didn't come without injuries.
I'd been swimming competitively since I was about 3 or 4, and I guess I just had a gradual buildup of wear and tear on my shoulder just from all the repetition. And when I was 14, I started playing water polo, and it just kind of pushed it over the edge, and I blew out my shoulder.
That's when Mom Roxanne found orthopedic surgeon Peter Simonian for her daughter's surgery.
Being a nurse, it allows me to know where to look and get the information that's needed. Dr. Simonian, you know, he's probably the most acclaimed in what I researched, and I wanted to make sure that because we're all involved in sports and activities that we were all able to return to our normal activity level or better.
Dad Mitchell agreed.
Yeah, he's been just really excellent at diagnosing and knowing the best course of action to take for each of our injuries.
The Garispys chose to have their surgeries at Clovis Community Medical Center.
We received great care, excellent care. It was good nursing care, physician care. The anesthesiologists were very good.
Ashley was first in the family to see Dr. Simonian.
Ashley had a difficult problem. She's young and she had shoulder instability, and she's an overhead athlete. She's a swimmer.
Dr. Simonian had Ashley try every therapy option first, but when she still had shoulder instability, surgery was necessary.
In Ashley's case, deep inside the shoulder, this labrum, or this gasket that goes around the socket, had torn away from the bone. So arthroscopically, we had an incision that allowed us to come in, drill holes in the bone to reattach that ligament and capsule back to the bone to prevent the shoulder from wanting to come out of the socket.
During Ashley's treatment, Mitchell noticed his own symptoms.
At the same time, our daughter was going in to see Dr. Simonian for her shoulder, and I started thinking to myself, hey, I've got a lot of the same symptoms.
Mitchell's problems were the most extensive.
This is the area of the rotator cuff where it inserts to the bone. Right where this screw is where we've reinserted it to the bone. This pulled off the bone and retracted, and so we had to pull it back, reattach it to the bone with the little anchors in the bone itself.
After Mitchell's and Ashley's successes, they knew who to call when son Michael injured his knee years later.
Well, it was kind of funny because I had seen my sister and dad go through it, so I knew he was a good doctor.
Dr. Simonian was called on to help Michael as well.
There was somewhere under his kneecap, but the bigger issue was there was a band of tissue that was popping over the bone here on the side, and we trimmed that out. Well, Michael was a competitive swimmer, and he was swimming at the collegiate level, so there was an issue of operating on his knee and getting him back to sport as quickly as possible. And fortunately, we were able to fix the problem in his knee arthroscopically, and I think he returned to swimming very fast.
While Michael was quickly back in action, Roxanne had her own knee issues.
Well, I had a total knee repair back when I was 16, and a couple years ago was having significant knee pain. And so I went in and saw Dr. Simonian.
He repaired Roxanne's meniscus tears and addressed her arthritis with joint lubricant therapy.
We tried Suprets, and it's done really well with the pain and with my range of motion.
Over the years, this active family has kept in the swim of things, thanks to Dr. Simonian.
He's a compassionate person, he's an excellent surgeon, and he's a man of integrity, and we've trusted our whole family with him, honestly, especially our children, you know.
Great splash, Ashley. Glad to hear you're all doing swimmingly well and back in action.